Hey everybody. So this is the post that I did on TikTok for Bitcoin Cash. Here's the date it was posted. So 113, the 2-year downward trend line just broke. That price was at $123. I explained it's about to explode, right? And that was a free trade for TikTok. Now I've gone over BCH quite a bit, as well as like 20 other cryptos in my Patreon. So you should probably check that out. Look at what we're trading, what I'm buying. But we'll actually take a look at the chart now. So BCH was released in 2017. It was a fork of Bitcoin. It was I think it was the first fork that it ever had, at least one of the most popular one. So sometimes you have an ABC correction, so it doesn't make a new high during the next leg to the upside. It just corrects a lot longer. So it went up to like $4,300 over here in 2017. Did not make a new high. It went up to about $1,600, but it came from all the way down to $80. Had this ABC correction. So as long as this was an ABC correction here, what you should see is 3 big waves to the upside, making a new all-time high. Now, this is Elliott wave. It's not 100% guaranteed, but that's why you have to follow the indicators, make sure everything's still looking good. However, volume looks really, really good for BCH. So normally, this whole cycle, this volume was not very big. It's actually a lot bigger here than it ever has been. So that gives me a pretty strong indication that there's a very good possibility that this actually breaks this high in this next cycle. However, you're going to have to, I chart this on a regular basis. So if the indicators look kind of bad, I might take my profits and get out of the market. But however, this looks pretty safe. So now you're going to have 75% corrections and everything like that. That's not going to change. But for example, in Elliott wave, you see you start out with 0, right? And then you go to 1. So that's the first wave. And then this should be the third wave, probably ending somewhere where we are now. You have a 5th wave pullback that can pull all the way back down to, based on Elliott wave rules, it can pull all the way back down to this support like this. And then you could have a 5th leg to the upside. And this can look, it can pull back like this. It can go sideways. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways that this can play out. So that would be your first wave. Now, that's wave number 1. So then 2 would be a correction. So that correction can come all the way back down to the bottom of this. It doesn't have to, and I don't think it will, but it can. So let's just say that. And then 3 would be the big one. Pulling up maybe something like this. And then you'd have a 5 pullback or a full pullback, and then a final move for 5. Now the numbers here aren't 100% accurate. You can just chart it as it goes. But what you would see is just like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you'd also see that in the 5th wave here. So this is the custom analysis that I do for digital assets on pretty much any crypto that you have. I also teach people how to keep crypto safe, how to use different exchanges, what coins are more likely to make new all-time highs, or I just kind of explain all different types of crypto in the Patreon. So any questions, there's a chat group where you can ask me questions pretty much 24 hours a day. And then I'll go over videos if they're really important, or I'll just answer the questions. You also have a group of people that can help you in there too. So it's a community based on technical analysis, investments in general. Really, I'll look at any chart and then give you my ideas on what's going on. And it's only $25 a month, so it's a pretty sweet deal. If you would have bought where this broke out at $123, it's at $300 today. So that was 150% gain so far. And I haven't taken any profits yet, but probably I plan to at the top of this little first wave here. Maybe it goes up to $400 or so. $400 to $600 or something like that. We'll see. Once I look at these indicators, I make sure everything looks good. Wait for divergence, and then I decide to pull profit out. So yeah, come check out the Patreon. There's a pinned message that shows how to do it, how to get involved in the Patreon. If you are interested, you can DM me. I'll send you the Patreon link, and then beat the crowd and start learning how all this stuff works, market psychology and everything like that. So y'all have a good day. Hopefully this one made some people some money.